So what we have here is a Dyson V6 motorized powerhead or disassembled motorhead, and I will make an assembly of it, and from that on you can see how it is possible to disassemble it. I really liked this whole construction. It's very simple and easy to take it apart. And yeah, the problem with this power head was that when you press the trigger, it runs for a few seconds and turns off. And brushing head was spinning very hardly. So I disassembled it and usual parts. Of course, there was debris, like here, a lot of debris, but after cleaning, nothing changed. And yeah, I found out that a lot of debris was in this power unit, how to say, on this bearing. And you can even see that this bearing is damaged badly. It rotates very difficult because this shielding is pressed in onto the balls, and yeah, it's a damaged bearing. I got a new one. Yeah, it's not really the same because the original has metal shielding on one side and plastic shielding on the other side. But yeah, I figured that I can give it a try and see how long will it take for this bearing, and maybe it will show this if it will gather this debris again, then it will be faster to recognize. Okay, so to assemble it, you have all these parts. The bearing itself press in quite easily, or should press in quite easily till the end. You have to press it in till the end. You can press in with some other tools just to have it really till the end. Then we insert a locking ring. Yeah, it's, I believe, easier to take it out as to insert it, but let's give it a try. Okay, it's in. Yeah, to take it out, this locking ring, there are even places, 1, 2, 3 places where you can insert your flat screwdriver, push it out, and take the ring out. Okay, this is it. Then we have this driving wheel, where we take shouldn't remember correctly. Yes, it was on this side, I believe. Yeah, this is the driving side. It just snaps in, and on this side is the shaft. Yeah, sadly it doesn't have very good shielding, and right on this side you have the brush itself. So okay, so it's not very open, but still all the hairs and everything gets pulled inside of this empty space and gathers there, pushing slowly the bearing or the shielding of the bearing. Okay, this, and you have one screw holding this side, so it's a Torx on 10 on all the screws. Very convenient. Thank you, Dyson, so to say. Yeah, and then just screw it in tightly. Okay. And this is complete, and then we have this whole unit motor on one side and this on the other side. So you just insert it with it, so these latches get in on these holding places, and and then we will insert it. You can, with a screwdriver, push a little bit if it doesn't go in, and then we add the belt onto the driving end. That's it. And then we need to get the tension much stronger. As you see, it's very weak. Tension is regulated by this mechanisms. Let's take just a simple pliers, and by rotating it, you get the tension right. So I just make it something not too much. Just give it a try. If you will see that the brush rotates not easy, you can always let it a little bit lower. And then we have the same torque fontaine for countering it, so it stays in place. Then we have this rubber shielding. That's in place too. And then we can add it into its place on the brush head. So let's assemble the wires. One, two. Insert it in place. Nice. And then let's lower it. So yeah, that's it. It stays in its place. Then what we need then, yeah, and just push it in all the directions so that it gets into its sitting place. Okay, this is done. Then let's, here we have just simple 5 screws, and yeah, in principle assembly is very easy, and then disassemble is very easy. Just don't push too hard, as the plastic is quite soft, but in principle nothing to worry too much. Very good construction from Dyson side, I will say. Quite service friendly. Okay, we have one long screw in here, and then 4 short ones on the sides. I always like to get the screws in counter position, so to say. If I insert one screw on this side, then the other one on this, so just not to make some kind of tensions on the side of yeah, so all the inserts, how to say, would go in. Okay, now that's it. And then we have this final cover. Again, just not first, I think this one, and then here. Okay, don't hold it. Okay. Sorry, the screw had to go into inside and not here. So here will go this one, and this screw had to go in here, but they are the same size as small ones. So okay, this is okay. Then this part, long screw is, I believe, in here or in here. How do we know? How do we know? I believe not. I think the long screw is here in the middle. Yes. Okay, and the small ones are on the outsides. Okay. Yeah, and then what's left is the usual part, how you take out the brush itself. You just insert this part, counter it with the cap, close it, and close it with the final part, and that's it. So I hope it helps for you to assemble or to disassemble fully your Dyson V6 powerized motorhead, and yeah, to clean the side of the driving unit where all this debris is accumulates on in here. And yeah, sorry that I didn't film the disassemble, but it was really horrible. It was thick, something like almost 2-3 millimeters of hairs with well, a lot of hairs. Yeah, if it is able to push in metal shielding, it's quite heavy. So yeah, time after time clean this part of your Dyson and it will be trouble free for years. Thanks for watching.